each other against all odds and all reason. Despite adverse conditions, unforgiving competition, and the often catastrophic clash of their grueling personalities, the MonSTAR trio shocked the world and themselves with their non-conventional rise to fame.
I'm a monster, I'm a monster.
From the demeaning late-night performance arena, to the cutthroat world of professional drag superstardom, and finally to the competitive stage of dance, MonSTAR has itself evolved, transforming the genres of horror and drag dance right along with it. Their rise to fame wasn't painless, and the sailing was anything but smooth, but this is what defines Abby, Elliot, and Kendrick, the stars behind MonSTAR.
So how did you and the group get together?
Well, it was a long time ago, back when there was that comedy club over in the old city. And when I first met Elliot, oh my gosh, she was just a train wreck, my bad. Me and Elliot, we started fighting a little bit. Later that night, I met Abby. And, Abby was just kind of like that little middle ground, like that little bridge between us. She just kept us all together. So it was just great. In the end, we were just unstoppable. It felt like we could take over the world.
Okay, it was a cold winter night. I was performing at the only comedy club in town that hadn't politely asked me to stop coming back. So I had just finished up my act, and there was that nice residual booing. So I walked out, and I just saw these two drag queens, just blood all over their faces. They just beat up like a whole mass of people. So I just I try to calm them down. I'm like, is this gonna matter in 5 years, in 10 years?
Well, we met in I don't want to say a strip club, but it was a club of sorts. We knew how to dance, and we were the only drag queens that would talk to each other, because we were all banished from the drag queen world. So we were stuck with each other. We also tried to go on RuPaul, his Drag Race, the show. We were the first 3 to get out. They were just like, why did we allow you to come here? Please leave. It was scarring.
Was there ever any conflict between the group members?
Well, if I'm really gonna be honest with you, there's a boatload of it. Abby, she would always be taking my brush and taking my makeup. Listen, I know I look better than you, okay? But you don't have to steal my stuff. Elliot would always try to accuse me of spending our money on timeshares, maybe some sugar daddies.
I wouldn't call them conflicts. We all really loved each other. There were a few times that I just went on week-long yoga retreats when we were supposed to be practicing, and I thought it was fine because I was in need of a soul cleanse. Maybe sometimes I would forget about practice. Maybe sometimes I'd just drop off the radar for a few weeks. In my mind, Coachella comes before all other responsibilities.
Abby, poor girl, she kept trying to throw salt at us or something. They were pebbles, but they looked like salt. And she kept saying something about healing crystals. I think that girl's on something. We were all on drugs at one point, but that girl, she needs some help. She wanted to do Smarties, but, they weren't organic enough. So she tried growing her own weed, but it was just lettuce.
So what were rehearsals like?
Rehearsals were sometimes just a little bit difficult. We just had to get it, just right. But there was some drama, not gonna lie, there was some drama. Sometimes, some guy drama, I think I helped out. I think I helped out a lot.
I would teach the others Thai meditation techniques so that we could all just align our spirits and be ready for the day.
It didn't help that most of the crew was really built guys that could be male strippers if they wanted to. They were straight out of Magic Mike. Needless to say, Kendrick was very distracted.
So what are the group's plans for the future?
I think we're gonna try and come back to the lip sync battle next year and hopefully, win again, because, we're girls, and girls run the world flawless.
Well, in about 2 weeks, I have a month-long silence meditation coming up where I just don't talk and I can't make eye contact with anyone. And I really align myself with the spiritual world. And then also as far as the group goes, I think we have some like world tour planned, but
We got a world tour. Probably not gonna go through with it. The other girls, they can't be bothered. You know, they don't care about the details of the tour. They're like, we're going on a tour, and I'm like, it's not like that. You gotta like actually pay attention and rehearse. You can't just go on there and be like, hey, I'm here. Thanks for paying.
From modest beginnings through their unconventional drag debut, to climbing the ladder of competitive dance, and finally to making a name for themselves as America's favorite horrific trio, the stars behind MonSTAR celebrate their unique history while looking forward to their promising future. All rights reserved. No part of this episode of Behind the Music may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any means whatsoever. All behind-the-scenes footage courtesy of Kendrick's personal social media assistant. All photos courtesy of Elliot's lawyer and Abby's therapist.